Alright, I guess we'll start with Synapse here on my soon-to-be painful let's go solo some task forces. Doesn't that sound fun? Honestly, it shouldn't be too bad. I've done these enough times. I don't expect it to be a problem. You're just a store? Yeah, okay. We'll just put a time limit on it just so it pops up, like, how long this is taking. Let's do 90 minutes, I guess. Make sure our team size is set to 1. I don't know about you guys, but I do not want to be here for the next 10 years soloing giant maps full of robots. Alright, hop down. Hey, hop? There we go. For the hip-hoppity bip-boppitiest, man. Now, I could use a teleport, right? But I'm trying to save the teleports because I know there's one mission that'll take me to Boomtown. And then there's one mission that'll want me to come back out of Boomtown right after that. Being able to teleport right to those will save us a lot of running. Dude, who designed this city? Who designed this place? Like, I think in real life... No, wait, I was just in a place with a really horrible interstate layout. So never mind. Never mind. I was going to say people would be up in arms, but apparently nobody actually gets up in arms about this kind of stuff. Or it's a... It doesn't say it, but this is actually a defeat all. Quite often in City Heroes, when you have a mission that says investigate or something like that, it actually means something else entirely. Because from the objective up here, you would just expect, oh, clearly we are supposed to get in here and, you know, click a glowy or something. That's not the case at all. I'm not a fan of stealth defeat alls. Not really a fan of defeat alls, but they're not so bad when you know they're a defeat all. You know what I mean? You know what I'm thinking here? Oh, this is that map with the three-way split? Okay, we'll go up this way first. I miss the old warehouse textures. Hi, guys. You want to have a throwdown? I got a dimensional grounding ray. You can totally have that. The one thing I really miss at low levels on this character, quills. It is very likely I'm going to make a comment about not having quills again in just a little while, so just brace yourselves. Wait, was the bronze medal time for this TF actually 6 hours? Did I see that right? Oh, wow. I don't know that I've ever been on a Synapse that took that long. I've been on some crummy Synapses, but not one quite that long. Be honest, what veteran City Heroes player hasn't been on some crummy Synapses? patrol going that way. We got to keep an eye out for patrols, man. Little patrol dudes make life complicated. Alright, you guys want to do that? We'll swing around here, do this. Pop spine burst. Pop radiation therapy. And we'll just chuck a spine at your head. I threw a rock at him. It was a big rock. That episode of Batman the Animated Series, where all the villains are telling the stories, is a hoot, because they've all got these elaborate death traps and stuff. Killer Croc, I threw a rock at him. Huh. Does that always lock them in an animation when they get hit? Oh, I guess that wouldn't do it because he'd be frozen by accident, but... We got like 1 or 2 more shots. We'll give it a try. Because that could actually be useful in a certain situation, just like zapping someone into a silly animation. Nope, didn't happen there. I thought maybe it was like Poison Bomb, where you lock the enemy into like a puking animation, so it's actually a very short duration, unresistible stun, if you can believe that. Or hold, I guess. It's not even merely a stun, it's a full-on hold. It can be a little bit broken because of that. Oh, how was the trip? It was pretty good. I mean, it was hot. Kind of goes with the territory of travel, I guess. And, you know, I did take in a minor league baseball game. That was kind of fun. Even though Johnny Cash did lose the mascot race, if you can believe that. Minor league games are just a hoot, man. Start by punching the one that we did not Zorch. There we go. Yeah, I think we have a heat advisory or something tomorrow. I don't know what the high is supposed to be, but... This place can get awful hot when it wants to. It's probably like mid-90s or something. Which, I'll be honest, I mean, I grew up down south and in Hawaii, so that's... I don't know why that's an advisory. If you know what I mean, like, it's miserable. But I grew up with that kind of temperature. You would die, yeah, okay. Says the guy that used to live in Hotlanta. Uh-huh. Anyway, that's what they make air conditioning for. So, you know, don't worry about it. Just run the AC. Honestly, I don't know how I did it as a kid in Hawaii when it was like, you know, 97 and humid outside. Like, I wouldn't drink water or anything, like, all day. Like, how did I not just drop dead from dehydration? guess kids are made of some tough stuff. Okay, nobody up here, so it's just this group here. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I see you saw that. Like, I was searching for XLG's name on Twitch, and then there's that other account there. And I'm just like, what? I don't know where that came from, man. Who owns that account? Is it XLG? Is it, like, does he have a stalker? Is that why he's, like, a crypto-Canadian? You know, he can't be a full-on Canadian. He's got to, like, kind of hide a little bit behind being a, quote, Quebecois. A wee-wee, hon-hon. Reality is he's like a cowboy from Ontario. He actually rolls into places and like, oh, howdy. Okay, XLG. We won't tell anybody your secrets. Okay, so we have investigated the thing. Now we got to go beat up some Clockwork. Which, there could be some on these rooftops. They spawn in some odd places here. Here we go. There'll also be an ambush coming my way here in a second, too. Assuming the ambush can get to me, which it may not. Dude, these guys are just so annoying, man. They hit you with that little micro sleep. Ugh. Oh, baby, there's double XP right now, apparently, because of the new issue coming out. So this would be a really great time to go forth and start a new character if you wanted. Man, if I'd known they were going to do that, I wouldn't have finished getting my region scrapper to Fiddy the other day. I feel like a sucker. I feel like a fool. Mr. T pities the fool. Like a buffoon. I did myself a bamboozle. Can you believe it? That's where I'm at in my life. I did myself a bamboozle. Anyway, Clockwork like to spawn up on these rooftops up here, which is why we're bouncing around. They could be on the rooftops down here, and I know where I can find probably 2 more spawns of them, so we'll just start heading that way too. I don't think I can solo Babbage after all these patches at level 20, like... They apparently just keep enjoying buffing giant monster HP for some reason. I don't get it. But, you know, whatever. Some people just want to see the world burn. Shoot, I should be up here as we go south. Doing. Because there will be some on these rooftops right here, and over on the other side too. Suddenly I feel like going off on a Ren and Stimpy style rant. You know how Ren would always be like, "You idiot!" I feel the need to do that, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to walk over here and spine burst instead. I only need 2 more clocks. 1 more clock. Don't think Clockwork spawn on these buildings over here. Oh, I was wrong. Hello, friend. Okay, now we go talk to Positron. And Positron gives me, was it 3 more kill-alls? Hey, if you haven't figured out the theme of this task force yet, it's all kill-alls. You know? As you get about halfway through, Synapse just calls you up and he's like, I fooled you. I fooled you. I got pig iron. I got all pig iron. Yep, look at that. Defeat all. So we got to go liberate like a power station that is being stripped of stuff by little brass robots. Or big brass robots. Look, they're big, they're brass, they're robots. What do you want from me? We'll do our bounce pack. Look how big that backpack is. It was a good jump, though. I just had this to loop, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. Alright, here we go again. The only real question is this a big map? Or is this a little map? So I got lucky one time. And maybe there was like a change to the TF or something, but I actually got these kill-alls on 3 relatively small maps. And they weren't huge and onerous like they can be. You know, our endurance is doing great. We're running 5 toggles. And we're just punching people. And I don't even have to look up, like, even though they're zapping me some. They're zapping, but it ain't sapping. You know what I mean? Man, them being so susceptible to knockback is kind of making me grumpy. With Clockworks, if I remember right, even if all you do is knock down, they will still knock back because they have like a negative resist or protection level or something. Can make hurting a little tricky. Robert Barron just subscribed. That must be a YouTube sub. Okay, well, thank you so much, Robert Barron. What a name. It's always nice to have a new friendly friend pop in. Dude, where's your damage over time component? Shanking! Thank you! Ah, we found the foreman. You can tell he's the foreman because his name is Foreman. Now, of course, if you do this on a team and you don't already have the badge for defeating gears, you'll probably have it after like the second mission. Thankfully, that's only one dude. You know? I think this is where somebody's supposed to go got him, right? On names that make me think of interesting things. As you crack that joke, we're now subject to my ramblings on that topic. I remember the first time I was playing one of the Europa Universalis games, and I hadn't really ever, like, I hadn't heard the word Hetman before, H-E-T-M-A-N, and it just kind of struck me as, like, being appropriate that the head guy in charge of, like, and there's some ignorance here, okay? I'm gonna freely admit, like, I'm not an expert in Cossacks, okay? But, like, it seemed weirdly appropriate, like, the guy in charge of, or nominally in a leadership position of a group of people was the head man, the hetman, right? Like, I don't know what the etymology of that name comes from. It probably has nothing to do with the English word, or what the English phrase would be. But in my brain, they are connected. Headman, hetman. I probably have just insulted somebody by saying this, but this is just a peek into my brain and making connections where there probably aren't any. Oh! Dude's hiding over here. But foreman is actually like a really old English word, because a lot of compound words like that come out of the time when English was more Germanic than it is today. And so you would like take two words and jam them together to make a new word. And not like in a portmanteau kind of sense, but in a sense of, like, you know, the threshold, you know, the entrance to your house. The threshold is literally the thing that holds the thresh, because your flooring would have been thresh on top of dirt. Like, stuff like that. And I just get kind of fascinated. So head man is kind of the same way. He's the man who's at the head. So it just makes sense in my brain that it would work that way in, you know, Ukrainian. I don't know what language they spoke many years ago, and if that's even still like the right terminology for somebody in that position. But, you know, brain, right? Weird. Brains do things. And we are punching more brass robots. A tiny brass cog rests against the baseboard. Once again, the Clockwork have beat you to the station. Curse you, Bill! What an absolute baller voice acting performance that guy put on. Most memorable thing out of the whole Elden Ring DLC. That dude just like squirted out the side. You see that? Like somebody like just squeezed the bottle too high or too hard and would just psh. Bum bum ba dum. Bum bum ba dum. Wow, I am getting double XP. Those random enemies I'm punching are dropping 11,000 XPs on me. Here comes the rain again, dropping on my head like some XP, dropping on my head like a new emotion. I gotta say, I'm highly amused by my very silly video I made from that baseball game, just the random clips I shot. The game itself was alright, like it was an okay little baseball game. Apparently, after the thunderstorm rolled in, they still came out and finished the game later, which seems incredible to me. there for a little while, it was highly unsafe to be at that field. No, that wasn't it. Oh, right, there was a door over here. Where's the store go? What's in the box? What's in the box? I suspected there was like another man in here or another group or something, and I was right. Paranoia wins the... Remember, it's not paranoia if they actually are out to get you. Then it's a tabletop RPG. And friend computer would like to have a word with you. Alright, one more defeat all with Clockwork. We are 26 minutes into this. This is a pretty good pace. We have not gotten stuck on really bad maps, so that's helped. We got a little bit lucky in the street hunt that we found that one big spawn that was like 10 dudes on its own. That's right, after so many battles with Clockwork, the sound of rotating gears quickens my pulse. All these guys can just, like, come over here. That's right, it's AoE time, suckers. Spines is so much fun. Spines is so much fun. Oh, let's finish this off. Get rid of it. Because Synapse is going to give us like random temp powers. So we should just open up our tray, be ready for them. Okay, all you guys want to come in here, mess with me? Alright, come on. Good lord, those lieutenants. That's so much XP and money. Just right into my pocket. Hey, 3 more little homies. Here we go. Let's just bunch all this stuff up. Come on, guys. Splam! Sploom! Zorch, they could shut down the whole grid! Oh no! Actually, I shouldn't make light of that. That's actually a really serious thing to have happen. That just happened in Spain. Like a month ago now? 2 months ago? Something like that. Where they didn't have like enough baseline power to maintain the frequency. And so the grid collapsed. Because all the equipment shut itself down for safety, which is just amazing. Turns out that large pieces of metal spinning are actually necessary. This is not a thought that I ever had. Like, I understand how you generate electricity with rotating magnets and you drive that with turbines and steam and all that, but it still seems just wild to me that things actually work that way. Oh, more little homies. Hey guys. Prevent the clockwork from affecting Steel Canyon's power grid. As they say, whoop whoop. Positron is beamed with pride. Okay, that's great. This is actually something I really like. Not necessarily for a task force, although it's not inappropriate. But I really like just the random patrol missions that you get sometimes in the game. It feels kind of right. You know, you go through comic books, especially older ones. Like, maybe not so much in the year 2025, because it's all about, like, betraying each other and heroes fighting heroes, and no actual heroism or heroics or crime fighting is involved. But, like, you go back to, like, the 80s or something, and what's Spider-Man do? He goes swinging through the city streets, and along the way, he sees, like, situations like this one, and he drops in. And he punches, you know, a couple of bad guys. You get, like, a cool one-panel fight sequence in the case of Spider-Man, because it's like he's here, then he's there, then he's there, and you got like a little dot, like it's Family Circus, little dot trail. Like, great stuff. Batman goes out on patrol regularly, you know? So the fact that you get to do exactly that in a game about superheroes feels so very appropriate. It feels correct. Are we quicker on foot or while jumping? I can't tell. I think we're a little quicker while we're doing like bunny hops. Ah! Well, until we do that, now we're not so much quicker. And once again, it's a defeat all, stop all robots in warehouse. Oh man, it sounds like somebody just got their bacon cheeseburgers and started partying down. It has been really fun being able to be on stream with Stella and play some Streets of Rogue. I think Stella's a little lost when it comes to the game. That's okay. We all have to start somewhere. I don't know how many games I completely flubbed before I started, you know, proverbially getting good. Okay, we'll wait till we can target the first one. And at that point, we should be able to do this and explodinate all of them. Except that little guy. No, you still alive? Bruh, get out of here. Freaking nerd. Okay, 2 dead ends. Make sure nobody wandered in here. There should be a group right here on the floor. No. Weird. Is it a patrol? Huh. So many cool names get used up on these early game bosses. I couldn't even tell you how many names got used up in like the original Positron TF. And all that Vasilok stuff that they added on Homecoming. Like, a lot of those names came right out of bosses that were present in the original Positron, like Epidural, and of course Cortex. In the original Posi TF, Cortex was an EB that you fought at the very end. That's what the devs thought of us back then. Oh, these suckers can only handle a single elite boss. Now you got maniacs out there running around like me. We're all like, oh man, what if instead of fighting, you know, a single, like, boss enemy, we fought an arch villain. Okay, they're both gone. Let's get you. On a defeat all like this, I do not like this particular map because there's a lot of weird little places enemies can be. Like right there. See what happens. Nice. Make sure nobody's in the middle room. I've seen enemies. I think it was probably hostages, but I have definitely seen enemies in there before. The enemies can spawn on this upper level, too. Outside. Whatever governing body controls architecture in this city is just completely out of their mind. You know, there's probably an arch-villain. We just don't realize it. The Architect. Who are you? I am the Architect. The creator. Orchestrator of all your woes. No! In the Daniel Craig Bond movie, didn't Blofeld have a line like that? Called himself like the architect of all of James's sorrows or something? I think I remember that. That's a pretty hard line right there, man. That goes hard. Okay, so there's an elevator. It's on the other side. Please don't be another elevator. Okay, it's that little curvy room that stairs go up and go back down. Got it. Oh, come on! Game, I swear. I swear. If we end up having missed an enemy, it's probably in this room somewhere. Just keep that in mind. Nobody up there. Let's grab homeboy here. Let's grab his friend. Let's grab his other friend. Okay, we'll actually just like come here. There's big boy. Big boy did it. I really enjoyed the Dick Tracy movie that Warren Beatty did. I liked it like well enough as a kid, but as an adult, it's actually kind of phenomenal because it's a cartoon. That's live action. Kind of the opposite of like what Disney's been doing with their movies, you know, where they're making live action movies that are based on cartoons but are mostly mediocre. I was going somewhere and then my train of thought derailed when these gears appeared. Oh, I guess I was going to say something like they're making cartoons that feel like bad live action movies. I don't know. The analogy's gone. We've lost it. We've lost it forever. We'll never get it back. We did get a thread. And you can take that to the bank. 10 of those makes a super inspiration. That ain't bad. Or is it 20? Whichever, 10 or 20. Okay, so I said we were going to be getting like 10 powers, right? Clockwork Immobilizer Mark 1. Oh, so thanks for nuking that spam bot, Ninja. If I hadn't set a timer for this, I probably would have done it myself, but I'm already wasting enough time by slowing down and talking and blah, 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 blah. So I appreciate you obliterating. I love that billboard. Dude, I had turned on the TV to catch the news, okay? And not the news, the weather. Let me put it that way. I turned it on to get the weather because there's like Channel 1, which is run by the cable company, like does a weather update like on the first minute of every 10 minutes. And so I just had to wait like for one commercial to go away, but it was this crazy lawyer commercial, man. Homeboy, like, dude was just going hard. You know, he's like just dropping crazy words, you know, like, I implore you, I command you to call me, like, just stuff that was wild. And I'm just like, wow, this dude is right out of Better Call Saul. Or rather, you know, the reality is it's the other way around. He's not based, like, on that fictional character. The fictional character is based on that type of lawyer. But man, I tell you what, he got me hyped up to sue somebody. Here we go. And if you're out there and you haven't watched Better Call Saul, you probably should. It is everything good about Breaking Bad, but with a character that's a lot more fun than any of the main cast of Better Off Dead. No, Breaking Bad. Better Off Dead's a movie. Where are you going, Brain? All right, for this mission, we just have to go find Big Bertha. There'll be another mission where we have to defeat a Clockwork boss named Long Tom. And we'll also have to defeat, like, rescue some hostages. Here's Bertha. Probably also got to take care of that group that just followed us up here. So that's very convenient, actually. And actually, the movie I accidentally name-dropped, Better Off Dead, is a pretty funny comedy. John Cusack, mid-'80s. It's got some very quotable lines, like his friend is wants to be on drugs, but he can't get any because there's none in their town. So they're like up on the mountain to ski, and he's like, "Do you know the street value of this mountain?" Because he's snorting lines of snow. Oh, man. Clockwork piece you found looks very distinctive. All right, go talk to the foreman. You want your $2? Yeah, that little kid is amazing. $2. Just harasses him through the whole movie. And then there's the brothers that learned to speak English from watching Howard Cosell's, The Wide World of Sports. It's an auspicious sight. The once great Lane Myers now stands defeated. Oh, man. And of course, all that kind of stuff does speak to me because I remember Howard Cosell. That was like at the tail end of his career. But like, I know who Howard Cosell is. Oh, I thought Long Tom had rescues. I guess not. Let's just go punch Long Tom then. See you nerds later. Probably have to clear this whole room, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. It's been long enough. I don't remember what the warehouse maps used to look like before they got the slight overhaul. Let's try this out. See what happens. I don't think anything happened. I think that did nothing to him. Also, what's shaking Joe Cool's blues? Everybody's busy tonight. I mean, not for obvious reasons, you know, new stuff and all that. The only new stuff I'm interested in is getting a build together for my katana regen. And until I sit down and I update the build, because that build dates from like live that I would have given it. And well, regen just got like the big changes. I know Ninja Weasel's kind of grumpy about that, because I'm also kind of grumpy about that. I thought regen on Scrappers was basically perfect the way it was, but apparently people don't agree with me. Like, that's the main thing I want to do if I start doing the new stuff, is I just want to play around with that cat regen and work on it. Playing some City Heroes, pondering when to break down and make something new? Well, some people would tell you to just go ahead and make another alt. I would tell you to wait until you got like a fun idea that really sparks the joy in your soul. Because I've made enough characters over the years that were created to be like flavor of the month type stuff. Like back on live, I had a... Let me make sure I get the sets right. It was a brute, and it was Elect Shield, and I named it a Blitzerator. And absolutely, like, kind of fun to play for a little while, because its whole purpose was to alternate Lightning Rod and Shield Charge over and over again. And nowadays, I guess I could also throw in like Spring Attack, right? But at the same time, that was totally a flavor of the month build. I did it because everybody else was making one, and I stopped playing it because it wasn't like as amazingly awesome as some of the other things I could be playing. So I had some fun, but it was a lot of money and time put into making it, because that was back when we were all slotting Obliteration, and so Obliteration pieces were kind of expensive on live at that point. So that, I'm just saying that choosing to make something that you think sounds cool is the way to go, as opposed to just making something because other people tell you it's great. You have an Elect Shield Stalker. I think I have an Elect Shield Stalker too somewhere, or had at some point. Oh man, I've had just about everything. Pyro Sonic Dominator and an EA War Mace thing. Oh, I had a... Was it Energy? Oh, it might have been a Brute. It might have been a Mace Energy Brute instead of a Energy Mace tank. Way back on live. I think I called it Hammerzite. And, you know, that was okay to play. War Mace Energy Armor, time to feel strong and pretty. Exactly. That was a pretty alright character. That was before Energy got all the buffs that it's gotten since live ended. I also seem to have got myself into this round when they wrote the Deep Mad. Yeah, Ninja Weasel was. He started playing the game a little bit before me, like a couple of weeks. Oh, here we go. We're looking for the warehouse workers. There's 6 of them. So we're just going to drag enemies around. Like, I'm not going to bother fighting them until they bunch up on me somewhere. My goal is just to liberate these dudes from their oppression. Oh, there's another homie right there. Hey, my man! Brother! Well, right now, even with, I'm sure even with like the changes that they just did, tanks are just kind of the superior melee archetype, which is just crazy for me to say, like, but it really feels that way. Which is weird, because on live, they didn't feel that way. It was totally scrappers if you wanted to suffer scrapper lock, or brutes if you wanted to suffer from brute lock. I wish they would just leave archetypes alone. Like, yeah, okay, maybe not all the things are great all the time, but that's all right. I'm not going to shut my heretic mouth. You need to join us in the reality-based community, buddy. But it would be really nice if we could get something like, oh, I don't know, super strength to be better. And we're never going to get like the passive power you take that just makes super strength not suffer from a stupid damage malice like it does now. Like, why is that such a hard thing to do? Did we even fight the boss? I guess we did. Weird. Let's go stop the Clockwork Lord. Go through the door. I'll be honest, I don't even know what the Tanker Inherent does anymore. Like, it's just got like 50,000 effects. Like, there's Gauntlet, right? But there's like also like you can hit more things and you can dance the jig, or like you just started like river dancing or something. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I kind of like the bruising. Like, no, they just buff giant monster health. Like, what? I'm going to spend like 10 years fighting Babbage? Please. We're just going to run off and leave Babbage. And whoever happens to be out in the audience, you know, like, if somebody's out there, you feel free to snipe him. Hey, buddy. Because there's one thing I find just lots and lots of fun in this game, and that's punching enemies that just have gobs of HP. I don't think Babbage can hurt me. But Lord, I don't think we can. I don't think at level 20 we're going to put out enough damage to even dent his HP. You know what? Let's see what happens. Why not? Why not? What's the worst that happens? We waste some of these precious minutes that are ticking down over here? That's not a big deal. Yeah, we'll go stab Babbage, and if somebody shows up and helps stab Babbage, okay. I still remember that time I almost finished soloing Luska. and people showed up. I was like one tentacle away. But yeah, I guess if I really wanted to solo like giant monsters now, I would just have to go straight up for like what, Grav Rad or something? Illurad, maybe? Because then I could summon, like, Perma Phantom Army to tank the giant monster for me. I know a guy that goes around and solos giant monsters for fun, so I should pick his brain out. I'm pretty sure he does it on like a Grav Rad. Oh, hey, there was an ad break here on Twitch. Thank you so much for those pennies. I appreciate it. And of course, you're watching this on YouTube. Thank you so much, you know, in the future for the penny is that I've received. I kind of despise this room because it's just big and pointless. This is the side we already cleared, right? No. There's just one guy in here. They're all just jumping over this partition. That's kind of funny. It's a freaking cubicle partition, man. Like, their little rotor blades ought to just be chewing through it. Hey, a catalyst. That's worth pennies. Alright, let's wait for Babbage to show up. I got plenty of summons, man. We can drop a Shivan on his head. Hey, homie! Alright, let's start stacking up some minus regen on him. Let's see how this goes. Oh, he definitely tickles, doesn't he? Yeah, with all the buffs they've given giant monsters, I don't think this is going to work out for us. Let's just go ahead and do this for funsies and see what happens. That's right, fool. He's going to kill all the pets, so this is actually not going to go anywhere. But we did manage to actually do a little damage to him, which is kind of fun. We're right below the natural store. So south, the south gate and the south tram and Skyway, and head basically directly north. Oh, it was a valiant attempt. I can't believe the Arachnos Blaster went splat so easily. Like, that's silly. Oh, look at this. Calamikitty. Great name, by the way. shoot, these pets will just kill it. I could just leave now. These pets will just eat this thing. Yeah, level 20, not a good level to try to solo a giant monster at. Who knew? Drop some heals. Boosh. That's right, I'm working on my heal badges, sucker. I assume Calamity is you, Joe Cool's Blues, in which case, thank you for dropping by. Look at this, we just duoed Babbage. That's no small feat right there. Even if you're probably doing all the work. I'm tanking, so I'm helping. There we go. I have once again killed Babbage. Is that like my 5th Babbage kill on this character? Something like that. Anyway, thanks for popping by. We did the job. The J-O to the B. Do I have anything cool I can give you? Oh, here you go. You can have that right there. Alright, where am I at? Oh, south. I gotta get to the train so I can go to Positron. Bum 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 bum. Alright, here in a second we are going to have an actual useful temp power. Unlike the last immobilizer we had. That thing couldn't immobilize anything. It couldn't immobilize nothing. That's right, I said it. It couldn't immobilize nothing. Dude, Streets of Rogue has such a just baller soundtrack. Almost every tune on this soundtrack is like just a little head nod and ditty. Iona the Android. Let's take a look at you. Oh, that's a kind of cool look. I dig it. It's very, like, retro future. I kind of like it. Alright, I now have a Mark IV Clockwork Immobilizer. Let us go fight the Clockwork King in his own court. Pro tip, generally fighting a king in his own kingdom is a bad idea. Especially when we're talking like an Arthurian king, where the king is the land, because then the land defends the king. Alright, Skyway City, he's probably in the south, usually is, so that's where we'll go. Alright, we're just gonna do that thing I always do and run right to the last mission. Or right to the end of the mission. Oh, you know what? I take it back. We're gonna stop and look at some, like, the stuff in here that's actually kind of cool. Let me bounce up to this first open room up here. Right here. These, like, I don't know if they're crucified or what, but these, like, hanging clockwork here. Like, this has always just bothered me a little bit. There's something fundamentally wrong about this. And, as the kids say, I'm here for it. Anyway, there's another one. Like, I don't know if he's busy building them and that's why they're hanging up there or what, but it's just like, this is just kind of wrong. Here you are at last. Task Force Impulse. You are determined. I will say that much. I am the task force. Alright, let's hit him with this thing. Okay. So now he's been immobilized. Oh, he spawned as an AV instead of an EV? Am I really set to that? Oh, I guess he would because it's a TF. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Anyway, that's what we make knives for. He's got a cool look, by the way. I've always appreciated how the Clockwork King looked. Random fact, prior to playing City Heroes, or even knowing anything about it, I had made a character called the Clockwork King. But he became the Clockwork King in the 1800s. So he was a surgeon, and he built machines to perform an operation on him to take his brain out of his dying body and put it in another body. And so he does crimes and stuff by programming the crime into the gearwork of his clockwork robots. And so they will go rob banks and stuff because he's already pre-planned out, like, the route, how many steps they have to take, all that kind of stuff. So he's not a psychic dude like this. He's just a guy with too much time on his hands, really. I think I've told that story every time I fought the Clockwork King in this task force while streaming, now that I think about it. Man, still an arch-villain at level 20 just is ridiculous. I love that you can do this kind of stuff in this game. That's why a lot of the stuff that's harder kind of annoys me. Not because necessarily it is harder, but because it takes away from the, you can go do whatever you want with almost any character that you want, whenever you want to. Like, I find that to be a very important aspect of City Heroes, and apparently I'm alone in this feeling. Big guy, can you just hurry up and stop being here? My creations will avenge me. I'm sure they will, buddy. Actually, your creations avenging you is kind of what got you into this mess, isn't it? He's got a cool origin story. I mean, the whole being beaten up and stuff, like, isn't, but, like, the fact that he's somebody whose body was broken, and so it manifested all his mind powers, right? Like, I kind of dig that. The specifics of what happened, not cool at all. Like, as a premise, I kind of like that. Anyway, I'm probably getting canceled off of the internet for that kind of comic. And someone's gonna be like, yeah, he had his back broken by blue steel. And it's like, yeah, okay, this is a true fact. Hey, look at that. 70 minutes and 56 seconds. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. I am now Synapse's something or other. Let's call this puppy in. Oh. He never had a doubt about our abilities. That's nice, Synapse. Let's not remind Synapse about how many times we've beaten him up on this character. Wait. Wait. Maybe that's why Synapse never had a doubt. Because we've beaten him up so many times. Alright, well thank you for joining me for this little soloing positron adventure. Y'all made it fun. You really did.